I just recorded a bookmark video for you. I hadn't planned on doing these videos, but I came in to make these gifts for my mother-in-law, and I thought maybe you'd enjoy watching it, and maybe she would too. So this is the keychain I'm making her, and I wanted to make this just a little bulkier, but not heavy. This is a plastic bead with some crystals on top and bottom, and I'll put a little mixture of some stone glass and acrylics. So it's not terribly heavy, but has a little more girth to it than the bookmark did because it is a keychain. But I made that a little bit lighter weight so it won't be too heavy on her keys. So I'll be back once I've figured out what I'm doing. This is just a really short video, but again, I buy these little keychain ring combos online pretty reasonably. This is a piece of very lightweight aluminum chain that I took off an old piece of jewelry. So this and this are extremely lightweight. This doesn't weigh a whole lot, even though it's like a stainless steel. So it makes it a little bit lighter weight piece. And I'm just playing with all these different beads, and I think I'm going to look around and see if I have any other lightweights that can go on here that are nice and big and pretty, but don't weigh a ton. So that I can keep this somewhat lightweight for her, with a little bit of weight to make it hang nice, but I don't want it to be too lightweight or too heavy. So I'm trying to find a balance, but definitely not too heavy. So we'll see how it turns out. I may end up changing my mind on this. It may need something heavy on the bottom. I may end up doing a stone on the bottom instead if this is too lightweight. So I'll be back in a bit and let you know what I'm doing. Okay. I decided to put a heavier bead at the bottom. I just wasn't happy with that lightweight bead. And these are some of the charms I've made up. At the top, I made a charm out of that first vintage bead box. I used those beads. And then I put a little metal heart up here. And then I'm going to take this assortment and hang it along this chain. Now this chain goes both directions, so it really doesn't matter how you hang them on this one. They're going to kind of go every which way, but it's going to be kind of a chunky keychain. So I'll come back when I have them on, but I always start with making up a bunch of charms and seeing which ones I'm going to use. Whoops, sorry. This one I used because she saw me show these beads on my blog and fell in love with them, and I made her a necklace out of them. So I still had a few, so I thought she might enjoy seeing another one on this keychain. And then I thought since she loved that stone, maybe she'd enjoy this stone as well. I like the metal bead, and this is a gorgeous Chinese crystal bead, and then a nice glass bead. So I thought these would be a good variety for her, and that she might really enjoy those. And then this one had a little bit of green and some purple and off-white, and I thought that would be a real nice one. So let me see if I can get in there good. Yeah. So and this is kind of a pillowy shaped, iridescent, clear white glass bead. It's got an iridescent coating on it. So in the right light, it's not really showing up good. But in the right light, you can see that little shimmer. So I'll be back. This is the finished piece. And it's just beads I thought she would really like. I just tried to get a little bit of texture in there. I added this heart and then that beautiful flower made from the vintage bead box that I love so much. That was so pretty. And then I did a real pretty and kind of a stamped out metal bead, some clears, and just a nice selection of beads. Now, I normally on my charm bracelets hook right onto the chain. But this chain was so chunky, I used jump rings. And I'll show you what it looks like when I hold it up. It all hangs really nice. I wanted to have a little bit of chain where the flower and the heart could hang down. And I think it came out pretty cute. She can use it as a purse hook, or she can use it as a keychain. Either one will work. I just wanted to make her something special, and I really hope she likes it. I just tried to put a lot of thought into the beads I chose, and I hope she really, really does like it. But that's how I make my big bulky keychains, is I use a piece of chain usually, and then just as long as I want it, and then link beads to the chain. You can do it very daintily, you can do it very bulkily. However, I don't know if that's a word, bulkily, but bulky, I guess would be a better word. However you want to do it so that it looks the way you want it to look. And I wanted to tell you also, I tend to use really long head pins. It seems to be what I can get the cheapest. So what I do is when I cut them, I save them, because you can loop the bottom of that, put one bead on, and loop it again to make a chain. And so I use a lot of these for my chain work. And I have a little compartment in my box where I keep all those cuttings. I have a couple different cubbies in my the container I keep all my head pins in. So those are going to go in there. Now if they're really tiny, I won't keep them. You know, you just got it like that's kind of small. I don't think you could really loop that twice unless it was a tiny bead. So I might even keep that, but I try to judge it by what's the smallest bead I could get on there and still do 2 usable loops. And if I couldn't do 2 usable loops, then I throw it away. But I try to waste as little as possible. But anyway, I just wanted to do this little video. I was going to make this jewelry, and it wasn't planned to be a video, but I thought, well, since I'm making this jewelry, I thought it'd be fun to do the video, and I'll let Annie know, because she might want to watch herself and see how it's done, because she and I've never really gotten to make too much jewelry together. I usually make it and send it to her. So I wanted to give her an opportunity, if she wanted to kind of see me do it. Even though it wasn't a true tutorial, you kind of saw the steps. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. It's a very basic video. I didn't give you a lot of information, but down at the beginning of my videos, I have a bunch of instructional ones, and I do have one to do beaded angels and beaded charms. And you can find those very easily at the bottom of my videos. But I have different kinds of videos kind of sprinkled throughout, and I try to cover all kinds of topics. Now I will still be doing a chained bracelet where I chain each bead together and show you how, and there's a lot of other jewelry tutorials I'll be doing. But this one I just wanted to show you since I was making it anyway, and let you see kind of my thought process. And then this is when I end up with this mess. And the problem is to get out 20 bead boxes and put this away is really difficult. So I'm thinking what I might do with this is make a little bag of mixed beads to sell on Etsy, because I've done that in the past, although some of them I want to keep, some of the really nice unusual ones. So we'll see. I might just make some beaded charms out of these and put them in a box. That might be fun too. So I haven't decided. I'll figure it out. But I really appreciate you watching. I hope you found this interesting, and I'll be back really soon. If you're not a subscriber, I hope you'll subscribe and give me a chance to show you some more jewelry and ornaments and the different things I make. And if you like the video, it'd really mean a lot to me if you liked it, because it really does help me to grow my channel. When they at YouTube see likes on videos, and even dislikes, it shows that people are interacting and responding to the video. So I do appreciate it. If you want to hit the share button and share it with somebody, that's great too. But just watching it means a lot to me. I hope you know how much I appreciate your support. I love your comments. Please comment. And I will be back very soon. Bye.